Hello, today I'll be discussing the plantar grasp reflex, which is one of the primary reflexes observed in infancy and plays an important role in early motor development. The plantar grasp reflex is present at birth in full-term infants. It is elicited when pressure is applied to the ball of the foot, specifically among the metatarsal heads. In response, the infant toes will flex or curl downward, almost like a grasping motion. This reflex is automatic and does not require voluntary control. This reflex is expected to integrate between 9 and 12 months of age. Integration means that the reflex gradually disappears as the central nervous system matures and voluntary motor control begins to take over. This process is essential for development of more advanced motor skills. In the plantar grasp reflex, if the plantar grasp reflex persists beyond 12 months, it can interfere with normal development. A retained reflex may lead to challenges such as difficulty with standing balance, delay walking, or abnormal gait patterns, including tall walking. It may also affect the child's ability to properly weight bear through the feet, which is necessary to stability and mobility. On the other hand, when the reflex is successfully integrated, it allows the toes to relax and extend, which supports standing, crossing, and independent walking. It also contributes to improved balance, coordination, and postural control, all of which are essential for participation in daily activities. The test the plantar reflex, the infant can be placed in supported position, such as supine or seated. The examiner applies gentle pressure to the ball of the foot, and a normal response will be toe flexion or curling. The absence or persistence of this reflex outside the expected age range may indicate a need for further evaluation. This reflex is important because it provides insight into the integrity of the nervous system and helps clinicians understand whether a child is progressing appropriately through developmental stages. It also highlights the transition from reflexive movement patterns to voluntary motor control, which is a key concept in pediatric occupational therapy. In terms of development, the plantar grasp reflex is closely related to gross motor milestones, particularly those involving in standing and walking. As the reflex integrates, the child gains better control of the foot, allowing for more efficient movement and interactions with the environment. To address the retained plantar grasp reflex, occupational therapy interventions often focus on promoting foot awareness, toe extensions, and weight-bearing activities. One example of activity is a sensory-based barefoot walking task, sometimes called a textural walk. In this activity, the child walks barefoot across different surfaces such as foam mats, carpets, or grass. You can also incorporate tasks like picking up small objects with the toes or stepping over obstacles. The purpose of this activity is to encourage active toe extension instead of reflexive grasping, improve sensory processing in the feet, and promote balance and postural control. This type of functional play-based activity helps facilitate the integration of the reflex while supporting overall motor development. In summary, the plantar grasp reflex is a normal reflex present at birth that should integrate by around 9 to 12 months. Its integration is essential for proper foot function, balance, and walking. If retained, it can interfere with motor development, but with the proper occupational therapy interventions, children can be supported in achieving more typical movement patterns. Thank you.